The Secret of Whispering Hills. It was an early Friday morning when the excitement bubbled among the group of 6th and 7th graders of Greenwood School. They had been eagerly waiting for this day for weeks, a 2-day picnic to Whispering Hills, a serene hill station known for its picturesque views, cool breeze, and lush greenery. The trip was meant to be both educational and adventurous, giving the students a break from their regular school routine. Among the excited students were siblings Leah and Max, known for their curiosity and knack for exploration. Leah, the older of the two, was meticulous and loved solving puzzles, while Max was adventurous, often acting on impulse. The two made a great team, and their teachers and friends often called them the detectives. As the school buses rolled up the winding roads toward the hill station, the chatter inside grew louder. The air was filled with anticipation. Soon, the buses pulled into a small resort nestled at the base of Whispering Hills. After a brief orientation, the teachers allowed the students some free time to explore the area surrounding the resort. Leah, Max, and their friends, Emma, Raj, and Oliver, set out toward a nearby trail, eager to start exploring. The group followed the trail, which led to a sparkling waterfall. The water cascaded down from the hills, creating a mist that glittered in the sunlight. The sight was breathtaking, and the students couldn't help but marvel at nature's beauty. "Look at that! It's like a dream," Emma exclaimed, taking out her camera to snap a few pictures. "This is the best picnic ever," Raj said, grinning as he skipped a stone across the stream. As they explored the area around the waterfall, Max noticed something peculiar. "Hey, do you see that?" He pointed to a small, narrow path that led behind the waterfall. "It looks like there's something hidden back there." Leah's curiosity was instantly piqued. "Let's check it out. It could be another trail or something cool." With some effort, they managed to maneuver around the waterfall, careful not to slip on the wet rocks. Behind the curtain of water, they found a narrow opening in the rock face. It was a small cave, barely noticeable from the outside. The entrance was covered in vines and moss as if it had been untouched for years. "Wow, this is so cool," Max said, his eyes wide with excitement. "Let's go in." "Wait," Leah cautioned. "We should be careful. It could be dangerous." Oliver, who had been quietly observing, chimed in, "Maybe we should tell the teachers first." But Max was already halfway through the cave's entrance. "Come on, it'll be fine. We'll just have a quick look." Leah sighed but followed her brother, and soon the rest of the group joined in, unable to resist the allure of the mysterious cave. The cave was dimly lit, with only the light from the entrance illuminating the first few feet. As they ventured deeper, the air grew cooler, and they could hear the faint sound of dripping water. It was eerily quiet, and the atmosphere was heavy with a sense of the unknown. Leah, who had brought a small flashlight, clicked it on. The beam of light revealed ancient carvings on the walls, symbols and pictures that none of them could quite understand. "This is amazing," Oliver whispered, his voice barely above a breath. "These carvings must be really old." Leah knelt down to inspect the floor and noticed that it was uneven, with small stones and dirt covering what appeared to be a hidden passage. "Look at this," she said. "It looks like there's something beneath all this dirt." The group quickly began to clear the area, and soon they uncovered a stone door embedded in the cave floor. It had a strange, spiral symbol carved into it, matching the symbols on the walls. "What do you think it is?" Raj asked, his voice a mix of awe and fear. "I don't know, but it's definitely something important," Leah replied, her heart racing. Max, ever the adventurer, tried to push the stone door, but it wouldn't budge. "It's stuck," he said, frustration in his voice. "Maybe there's a mechanism or something to open it." Leah carefully examined the spiral symbol. "Wait a minute," she said, her mind working quickly. "I think this is a puzzle." She traced the spiral with her finger, noticing that it was made up of small, interlocking segments. After studying it for a few moments, she realized that the segments could be rotated. "Max, help me turn this," she said. Together, they began turning the segments of the spiral, and with each twist, the carvings on the walls seemed to glow faintly. The air in the cave grew thicker, almost as if the place itself was coming alive. After a few more turns, they heard a low rumbling sound. The stone door began to shift. "Whoa," Raj said, stepping back in awe. "What did you guys just do?" The stone door slid open, revealing a dark passage leading further into the cave. Max, without hesitation, moved toward the passage. "This is incredible. Let's go in." Leah, though excited, felt a sense of caution. "Max, we should be careful. We don't know what's down there." But Max, as usual, was already moving ahead. The passage led them deeper into the heart of the hill, and the further they went, the more mysterious it became. The air smelled of damp earth and strange, faint echoes filled the space around them. After what felt like hours of walking, the passage opened up into a large chamber. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, and on it was an old, ornate box. The box was covered in dust, but its intricate designs were still visible, symbols similar to the ones they had seen on the cave walls. "What do you think is inside?" Emma asked, her voice filled with wonder. Max reached out to open the box, but Leah stopped him. "Wait, we don't know if it's safe." She carefully examined the box, noticing a small latch on the side. "It's locked." Max groaned in frustration. "Seriously? After all that, we can't even open it." Leah smiled, reaching into her backpack and pulling out a small hairpin. "I think I can pick the lock." With a few quick movements, Leah managed to unlock the box. Slowly, she lifted the lid, and inside they found a small, glowing crystal. "What is that?" Oliver asked, his eyes wide with fascination. Leah picked up the crystal, and the moment she touched it, the chamber around them seemed to hum with energy. The walls lit up with ancient symbols, and the air buzzed with an unseen force. "I think this is what the cave was protecting," Leah said softly, her voice filled with awe. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to shake. The chamber was collapsing. "We need to get out of here, now," Max shouted. The group ran back through the passage, narrowly avoiding falling rocks and debris. The cave rumbled around them, and it felt as if the entire hill was coming down. With adrenaline pumping through their veins, they made it out of the cave just in time. As they tumbled out into the daylight, panting and covered in dirt, their teachers rushed over. "What happened? Where have you been?" Miss Carter, their history teacher, demanded, her face a mixture of worry and relief. We found something," Max said, holding up the crystal. Back at the resort, the teachers examined the crystal, and Miss Carter immediately recognized its significance. "This is an ancient artifact," she said, her voice filled with wonder. "It must have been hidden in that cave for centuries." "How did you find it?" Leah and Max explained everything: the carvings, the puzzle, the stone door, and the mysterious chamber. The teachers and students were amazed. The story spread quickly, and soon everyone at the picnic was talking about Leah and Max's discovery. The siblings were hailed as heroes, and their friends, Emma, Raj, and Oliver, were praised for their bravery and teamwork. The next day, as the buses prepared to leave Whispering Hills, the group gathered one last time by the waterfall. They stood together, looking back at the cave, now hidden once again by the flowing water. "This was the best picnic ever," Raj said, smiling. Leah and Max exchanged a glance. They had uncovered a mystery, solved an ancient puzzle, and found something truly extraordinary. But more than that, they had shared an adventure that they would never forget. As the buses rolled down the hill, Leah looked out the window, already thinking about the next mystery they might stumble upon.